What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here. Yesterday, Infinity Ward released a new video detailing the new squad game type in Call of Duty Ghosts, and I gotta tell you, it looks amazing. So if you're not familiar with the squad game type in Call of Duty Ghosts, here's basically what it's going to consist of. In multiplayer, players can create a squad and earn XP to equip each of the squad members individually. So instead of just having one character that you just rank up to the 10th Prestige or whatever, you're actually going to be able to create a variety of characters, up to 10 I believe, and rank them up individually. So you have to play with each one to get them to be better at what they do. So that means that if you don't necessarily like to play as a sniper, you will have to play as a sniper on occasion, just so you can unlock some of the sniper-specific perks or some of the better attachments for sniper guns, so that when you're playing with your squad mates have those things unlocked and are able to use them. So once you've created a squad, you're going to then be able to use that squad in a variety of single-player and multiplayer game types, which I think is going to be pretty fun. So not only can you create this squad, but you also get to play with them either against other human players or against other AI-controlled squads. So the first of these game modes, and to me probably the least interesting, is called War Games. This is going to be basically, you can either play with a group of friends or you can play single player with your squad and play another squad. Now this is not a player created squad, this is going to be a completely AI created squad, and the goal of this squad is to adjust its difficulty level based on your own skill level. So this will always produce a close match, a match that's going to be tense and fun, but what I'm really more interested in is playing other people's squads. So let's get into those game modes. Squad Assault is the first time you actually start playing other player squads, and this is a co-op only mode that allows you and up to 5 friends to challenge the squads of offline players. Now these are only players that are not currently online to defend themselves, right? The offline player pre-selects the map and mode for the match. So when you're setting up your squad, you're also setting up, a map and mode, like if you're setting them up to play deathmatch or demolition or whatever game mode you're really setting these guys up to play, that's what people are going to be forced to play your squad on, which I find to be pretty cool. It definitely adds another layer of strategy when you're setting up your squad. Also, the offline player can earn XP while his squad fights. This is pretty cool. I wonder how hard it is going to be to prestige squad mates because of this, because if your squad is constantly earning XP even while you're not playing, are they going to prestige like if you don't play for a week and you're just not there to see it? I don't know. Probably those points will be worth a lot less than when you're actually playing multiplayer by yourself, but we'll have to see in the final details when the game is released. The next mode, and I think this is kind of the coolest mode, is the Squad vs. Squad. So this is a single-player version of Squad Assault, where you don't have any friends in there to help you out. It's just you and your squad against an offline player's squad. I think that sounds pretty cool. Like if I want to take a run at, let's say, Wings of Redemption squad, I can do that. I can just say, okay, Wings of Redemption set up his squad to play Capture the Flag. He's got a bunch of sniper guys in the middle, or a bunch of sniper guys in the back. He's got a bunch of shotgunners in the middle. I'm going to set up my squad to take that squad on. That sounds like a lot of fun to me, and I bet it's going to cause a lot of bragging online, which, again, that sounds like a lot of fun to me. The fourth and final mode that has been revealed is going to be called Safeguard, and this is going to be a co-op survival mode for up to 4 players playing cooperatively. If you remember, what was it called? Special Ops from Modern Warfare 3, I think it's going to be a lot like this. You're going to be able to get perks, you're going to be able to get score streaks, and you're going to be able to use them against these oncoming waves of enemy combatants. Now these are all going to be AI-controlled combatants, so you don't have to worry about other players in there, which frankly could have been cool if they did that, but again, it's just going to be AI-controlled. It's really just going to be a horde mode, but it's going to be Call of Duty style with perks, attachments, weapons, and of course score streaks. So I wasn't a huge fan of this mode in Modern Warfare 3. It got really stale really quick for me. There's only so many times you can fight off wave and wave and wave of computer-controlled opponents in the same exact location. It was kind of like playing the single-player game, but just less interesting because you never went anywhere and there's no story to it. But, you know, if they manage to make it really fun, then it could be cool. And if it's something that you guys like, then hey, all the power to you. Now, a lot of people say that the Treyarch games are better because they basically have 3 games in one. You got the entire single player campaign experience, you have the entire multiplayer experience, and then finally you have the zombies experience. And the Modern Warfare games, the Modern Warfare games made by Infinity Ward have always been a bit less of a value in that regard. They have the Special Ops mode, but people don't seem to cotton to that quite as much as they do the zombie. It never seems to be as fully fleshed out a whole game mode. So we'll see if this new squads mode is up to par with the zombie mode. I'm really looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to, you know, jumping online and fighting a friend's squad while he's not even watching, and then be able to send him a message over Xbox Live or something, or the PlayStation Network saying, I just whipped your squad's ass, bring it. You know, that kind of stuff is a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. I like how the squads can be kind of equipped, and you know, it's going to force you, I think, to play as a whole bunch of different types of players. You know, you're not going to, if you always play with a submachine gun in Black Ops 2, well, your squad mates that have submachine guns are going to get really good, but if you never play with a sniper rifle, then they might not be as good, right? Because they're not going to be prestige, they're not going to be leveled up like the other ones are. I think that's pretty neat. You know, it'll force you to play some different kinds of styles that you don't necessarily play all the time. I'm always supportive of that. Anytime they can kind of expand the game for me, make doing new things in the game more fun, that's a win, right? You know, anytime I get to play something new or exciting like that, that just adds more value to the game. I'm really happy that if you set up a squad mate with a submachine gun, then he is going to naturally be like a rusher. And if you set up a squad mate with a sniper rifle, he's going to naturally kind of take that Overwatch position on the map. I think that's pretty cool. So you can set up your squad to kind of, you know, for each map, you can set up different kinds of squads. You know, you might want a couple more snipers in one map and more shotgunners in another. I don't know. To me, this sounds like a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.